update on this boy right here. 3 years later, officially destroyed this earpiece. RIP. You know how much I have to talk like this with a new earpiece because the last time I wore this thing was so far away, like I barely could hear myself. So So today is the last day of the circuit breaker. Welcome to day 56, everyone. So these past 2 months, I really don't know how to reflect. Just give me a while I log into my laptop. Right, so I don't know if there are like just a few one words to describe this circuit breaker. Number one, I think the first thing is just impatience. Like I think there are I think especially like towards the end of the circuit breaker, I just kind of like lost my patience with the fact that, oh no, can I just get things down to normal already? But then you have to realize that there's phase one, so things are gonna, progress very slowly to normal, or should we say like the new normal, but like the more enhanced new normal because of safe distancing measures and all. I think I'm a little bit looking forward to like the slight noise that's gonna increase outside because I literally live in around two schools. So I think with the graduating kids, I think it's just a bit quieter. But the fact that school also reopens tomorrow just means that I think there's gonna be like more noise kind of like coming in. But actually not a lot because the students, depending on which year level they are, they alternate between home-based learning and like going for physical classes. And yet they still have to comply to regulations like wearing masks or face shields. Think impatience is one thing. Another one word thing is just being irritable. Yeah, it's quite irritating for someone like me to stay at home because I am a bit too sociable in the sense that, I just like to, hang out physically with people more than like, just going virtually on Zoom. Well, I did make some Zoom calls, but I still prefer, meeting with people face to face because I feel like the physical connection is what makes it like even more special. Yeah, I mean, I can imagine like going to like a physical class versus like a virtual class. Especially in physical classes, it might be like really hard to like, network or like mingle around with the people who are participating in the class as well. So yeah, I think Zoom just makes it harder for things to replicate from the physical classes. So patience, irritation. I think the other word is to describe this circuit breaker is number 3. It can get emotional. Speaking of emotional, I really want to cut a long story short. Is that yes, there's some emotional encounters because it's mentally draining to stay at home for a very long time, and we all know that this circuit breaker has brought out a rise of like a lot of issues. For example, domestic violence issues, mental health issues. Yeah, just basically a lot of very internal stuff that people do experience, and it's this kind of thing is really very very hard to kind of like speak on camera because sometimes it's very hard to like open up to people regarding these issues, but it does really put people into the challenge on having how to deal with some emotional encounters, how to make sure you keep yourself mentally sane, which brings me to the fourth one word point, which is the circuit breaker is actually pretty reflective in a sense that you actually learn about what you actually really like to do. You get to rediscover some of your hobbies, maybe explore some new ones. Like people start cooking, people have started like, just doing some initiatives. Like for me, I started like vlogging, which is something that I don't do very often, but because I'm staying at home, I might as well just like, try it out anyway, no matter how dry or boring it can get. But I mean, there's always a room for first, right? Yeah, so, but at the same time, the fifth point I want to bring up is that it brings me a little bit of hope. Like, I'm feeling a little bit more hopeful that, I am actually being used for my own good. This circuit breaker, like, you know, being patient enough to still find a job in this really bleak job market. Um, Continually self-learning, like maybe you can do some programming, you learn a bit of finance, like learning how to be financially literate. You also learn about some courses and like Tableau and all that, which is pretty nice, pretty productive. You also get to learn what else? Oh yeah, starting up your own data related projects, which is actually pretty cool. Well, yeah, probably did quite a lot of things as well. Like it's quite hard to summarize it. Like there's art stuff going on, which I'm trying to do it like more regularly. Art vlogging. Yeah, I think it does bring out a lot of things that I can actually do at home. Although my nature most of the time is actually to socialize to people. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the time when Zoom calls gonna just be a thing in the history, and then after that we'll probably be able to meet up again. So that's in phase two, which I'm actually looking forward to more. So yeah, that's the end of Circuit Breaker. I'll probably still continue filming because phase one to me just doesn't feel like the phase that I really want to get to. Maybe wait until we get all the way until phase three and then things get back to normal. Then we'll see when is this going to end. Good night, everyone. Congratulations for getting through these 2 months of staying at home. I know it's been really hard.